So guys, today we are in Heaton Chapel for some dinner. Been here ages ago. Let's see what it's like shortly. So guys, we are having the set menu of just checking the prices here. So this is the lunchtime menu. It's 2 courses for $19.95 or 3 courses for $22.95. I'll probably be going for the 3 courser, but yeah, probably just the 2. So we're starting off here with the sticky, can't say what I'm saying now, sticky Chipotle Chicken. Which comes with a chili jam dipping sauce. Ooh. So it looks very nice. You can see it here on the plate. Everything looks tasty on the plate. It's very well presented, as you can see there. Spin that round for you, get a better view for you. You can see there, everything looks really good. Except for my knife and fork over there. I didn't check that, did I? The other thing as well, I've ordered a Diet Coke and it is canned, so we're not going to have any problems with wheat syrup in the drink this week. Probably would have preferred bottle to can, but Diet Coke, Diet Coke. So we're going to start. Let's get rid of anything healthy off my plate. We don't want that. Can't even pick the chilli up. No, it's coming off. Try out chilli. It's fresh chilli, that. Dipping sauce tasty. Try our chicken next. It's really good. Really good. Nice and soft chicken. Got a nice flavour to it as well. And try this in the sauce this time. Put plenty on there. It's good. It's almost like the chicken is that soft. It almost tastes like thigh or leg rather than the usual chicken breast. It's got that, like a smoothness and the moisture to it and a little bit extra flavour than what I'm used to. Very nice. I like the garnish, it's not too over the top. Obviously I'm not going to have that bit, a bit of rocket, but another bit of spring onion, bit of chilli on there. Just right for me. The glaze is lovely that they've coated that in there. And the chilli jam dipping sauce, it's nice, it's a bit milder than I would have liked. I'd have preferred it with a bit more of a kick, but not catering for just me, catering for everyone in general. So you can't really do that and make it a powerhouse of a curry. I'm going to eat the rest of this. I'll come back to you shortly. So guys, you can see I've got the steak sandwich here. I'm not going to lift it up because knowing me, oh go on then. I've just got a feeling I'm going to drop it. So I have got lucky in that the wife wants half my sandwich, so I get half the burger, so I get to try a bit more. It's a bonus, isn't it? So I'm going to read you this signature steak sandwich, which is tender pieces of sliced fillet steak to your liking, which in my case is a medium, which we'll check in a minute. Seasoned with a served with a toasted ciabatta, mayonnaise, onion loaf, beef dripping, and a choice of seasoned fries, etc., which is what I've gone for, seasoned fries. The burger, which I'll show you a bit closer in a minute, is a 30-day aged steak burger with a 30-day aged beef patty, mayonnaise, lettuce, pickles, tomato in a brioche bun, served with fries again. So yeah, looks pretty good to be fair. So just while we're on fries, let's try one of these, which are skin on fries. Nice and hot. In fact, I'm seeing them clumped together like that, which I don't really like. One's try to run away, but ninja skills caught him. When they stick together like that, I tend to think they're just out of a bag of frozen chips. Whatever they are, they taste alright. I'm going to try dipping a chip in this sauce that I've got. Beef dripping. Not had anything like that in ages, it does take me that back. Reminds me of an old school Sunday roast. Nice. So we are going to try and lift this sandwich up to you. So this is your onion loaf that you can see on the top there. And the steak inside, which is pretty thinly sliced. Just try a little piece there. And the steak's cold to the touch. Everything's cold to the touch actually. In that sandwich, which I wasn't expecting really. Steak is cooked to a medium, which is what we asked for. Very tender, it's got a lovely flavour to it, that steak as well. I do like that onion loaf, just compressed onions on top. tasty, that. Now comes the sad part where I've got to attempt to cut this in half to give the wife half. We've managed it. Go me. So I'm going to swap this over with the wife for her half. And we'll show you the burger that we've just mentioned. Looks like a decent burger. We are going to give that a go, see what it's like. But yeah, just had a bite of this burger. It's nice and juicy, it's got great flavour to it. I'm even going to eat the bit of tomato out of that. And I don't do tomato. I'm going to get stuck into this and I'll come back to you shortly. So guys, we did manage to get a dessert today, so we are going to have the ice cream. I've got two sorbets here. I think it's the strawberry and blackcurrant sorbet, and then honeycomb in the bottom. Oh, that's really, the flavour of that is really good. I feel that it in the back of my mouth. It's really tart is the word, isn't it? The flavours in both of these sorbets are very intense. Nice little flour for you. But yeah, that's a really nice flavour, that. I might have to come back to the honeycomb because I really want to savour these flavours as I'm going through them. They're really good. Presentation wise, as you can see, nicely presented. A little flour. Flour's not for me, but you know, strawberry in there. Can we get to that? Yes, we can. So that bit I got of the one underneath them, that's honeycomb. Apparently it tastes more like vanilla to me. And the rest is honeycomb. The vanilla itself is very smooth ice cream and rich ice cream. And it has little round pieces of the honeycomb inside, which obviously has a crunch because of the coldness of the ice cream. The flavours of these sorbets, definitely the one to go to. A little chocolate twill in the top. Very nice dessert, this. It's not too heavy either. I think I've been thrown a bit of creme brulee, so we're going to try a bit. Just try a little bit of that crispy topping first. Nice bit of caramelisation on there. It's nice. The brulee itself tastes like it's got vanilla in with that. I didn't look at this because I ordered the other thing, but I can taste like vanilla in there as well. Not, you know, when you have vanilla and you have vanilla essence, it's very sweet. Whereas when you've got vanilla bean, which is what this tastes like, the actual vanilla, it's like you still get the flavour without it being overly sweet. Obviously the topping on this dessert's nice and sweet anyway, so you don't need it throughout. It'd make the dessert too sweet without toning down that flavouring in the bottom. Really nice dessert. Right, I'm going to get stuck in now and I'll come back to you shortly. So guys, that was Miller and Carter in Eton Chapel. What do we think of that? I'm absolutely stuffed. I was blown away by that. $22.95 for 3 courses, or I think it was like $19.95 for 2 courses. Go for the 3, stunning. The meat was perfectly cooked for us. The chef for that was Alex on the grill today. I thought the burger, the flavours in the burger were stunning. Really enjoyed that. Presentation for everything was spot on. Back to that steak that I had there, in steak in a roll thing that I had. Flavour was really good flavour. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, they've cut that steak a bit thin, I'll hardly be able to taste it. But it was almost as though they'd trimmed out anything that you might have to chew. It was full of flavour, and the beef dripping dip was like, the jus on the side was lovely. I really enjoyed that. It was packed with beefy flavour. Took me back in the day when my mum used to do like a Sunday dinner, and you got that bit of gravy made with all the juices that had run from the meat. Absolutely lovely flavours throughout. Everything was cooked to perfection. I really did enjoy it, and one of the blokes I spoke to was saying like that is slightly smaller obviously than an evening meal. You're going to get more than an evening meal. It's dinner time. I just want something nice that I enjoy. It doesn't have to be a big massive meal. It's like, for me, tea is the main meal of the day for me. Flavours were unreal. So obviously we got the dessert in there as well. I had the sorbet. I tell you what, that sorbet, the flavours were so, it was like nice and sweet, but the flavours were so intense. It was unreal. The honeycomb one was probably my least favourite, so I had like the raspberry, the blackcurrant sorbet, raspberry sorbet, and the honeycomb ice cream. Honeycomb ice cream essentially just tasted like a vanilla ice cream with little bits of honeycomb in. It was nice, but out of the 3, it was my least favourite. The 2 sorbets for me were phenomenal. Absolutely loved the quality of those and the flavour within them. Coke, you know I like to complain about Coke ratios. That was from a can, so it was like, can't complain about it. It's the same sort of flavour you expect from a Diet Coke, unlike with draft where it can be hit and miss depending on the syrup ratios that have been set up. Again, just going back to the food and the way it was cooked, it was just so good. It really was. If I had a downside to any part of it, it was just having to wait for 10 minutes while they got the table ready right at the very beginning, but that's me, I'm a bit impatient to be fair. Other than that, everything was spot on. Our server was Jamie today. Mint, couldn't do enough for us, put us all at ease from the off. Happy to go through the menu with us with any questions that we had. I really thought he went the extra mile for us, which when you're coming out for somewhere, I was going to say for an expensive meal, but it really wasn't. But when you come somewhere nice, the one thing you want is, well, you want nice service anyway, or reasonable service. This was beyond reasonable service. It was excellent service. And I like that. You know, when you come out, it kind of makes the meal better, doesn't it? It's all part of the same package. So what did we think of it point wise? Well, what can we knock it for? The only thing was, again, that 10-minute wait at the beginning. To be honest, I quite enjoyed it in the end because I was just sat there chilling for 10 minutes. Normally I'm like, get me to the table, I want to be at the table, give me my food. I wasn't really like that here today because I'm not in as much of a rush as I normally am today. So it was kind of nice to sit down for 10 minutes, have a little chat. Then we were took to the table. Everything went pretty quick. They were keeping an eye on what we were eating. So literally as soon as we'd finished, Jamie was there taking away all those empty plates, asking us if we wanted another drink, anything else we wanted, ordering the next course. You know, it's very difficult to knock the place, to be honest. Obviously, I don't know what it's like in the evening. It was fairly quiet today in the evening. I remember it from years ago when I came and it was rammed in the evenings. I imagine it's the same here now because the quality of the food is so good, so I expect people are there all the time. I kind of have avoided this place in the past because it tends to be that price issue. I always think, I'm not going to say it's overpriced, I'm going to say it's more than I normally pay for just going out somewhere in general. Some of the stuff is more than I normally pay. I don't think it's expensive because it boils down to quality, and if the dinner was as good a quality as that was, and as well cooked by Alex in the back there in the evenings, you know, how could you have any qualms about paying more for good quality produce and good quality service and executed very well? There's not much more I can say. I can't, obviously free parking as well in this place, and the car park's massive. Yeah, I can't see that anything at the moment that I can knock it for on points. Do you know? There's just nothing. Nothing I can knock it down for. Everything was spot on. So the only one thing I can do is give it a score of 10 at $22.95 for a 3-course meal. Where else do you get that to this standard as well? Do you know what I mean? I could have paid, I probably could have paid about 35 quid for that and still been happy because of the quality of it. Presentation, it was the full package, it really was. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to give Miller & Carter, Eton Chapel, it's got to be a 10 for what I've had today. It's like I say, I've just been through it all. I'm not going to go through it all again. It's a 10 from me. Highly recommend it, especially this lunchtime menu. Probably got more in the evening, but the lunchtime menu, that 3-course menu, Bobby Dazzler. Give it a go. Until the next one, cheery bye.